Hello, good evening. How are you people tonight? I hope you're doing good. Give me a moment to, of course, share this out to all the usual spots. So I hope everybody is doing good. Just sharing this out into my usual spots. Okay, so there we go. That is out. So that's what we did last night. I think we finished it off. Um, this will just grab all the colors from here, really. We are doing the opposite one. We did black last night. Now we're doing black bat. Okay, so let's go over here, grab our signature. Does not seem to be on this one very good. Okay, so that's on there now. Let's grab this layer. Did I go on? I think there is a hole and then inside the invert. Okay, so that's not going to be very much help today, doing the reverse. So we'll just go over here, over here, more accurately. Grab each color as we need them. Oh, figures. Marsupial is streaming at the exact same time as me over on D Live. So everybody will probably go watch him tonight. Hey, Five Hawks, how are you? Let's see. Show you. I haven't finished it, but there's Runaway Plumbing so far. Gotta do this stuff here is water. Maybe get a little close to the lines on some of these with some gray or whatever. Tired as I was at work all day. Oh, I'd say sort of hear that, but that's probably a good thing. Yeah, shiny. Yeah, I just figured go with metal for pipes and stuff like that. Then again, probably a lot of pipes nowadays would be black, rubber or plastic black, or maybe white plastic. I never thought of that. Yeah, that's sort of what I mean. So, last night I did the companion person to this. I'm by companion, I mean brother or sister. Sister, they're brother and sister thief team. Bat Black and Black Bat. So tonight I'm working on him. Oh, and also last night I finished up my Sagittarius. Although I do need to do some stuff on the brick wall there to make it look a little bit more not so flat. And the tree. Maybe put some clouds in the background. So today I got an episode of reaction video episode recorded for My Hero Academia. Technically two because I did the My Hero Academia movie. I think so. I'm pretty sure you weren't here last night. So I'll go over it. Just give me a sec. About a week ago or a week and a half ago, I got transferred to a payment specialist. And he contacted me yesterday. Well, he contacted me last Friday, and then he contacted me yesterday. Last Friday he said, thank you for forwarding a copy of voided check. I'm in touch with our payment processor Stripe regarding payout failures your campaign has experienced. I will reach out once I have an update from them regarding this issue. I emailed him back a couple times since then because, you know, it wasn't until yesterday he got back to me. So anyways, yesterday he says, I forwarded the voided check to the support team with our payment processor Stripe. They confirm the correct account details have been uploaded, which I knew, for what they would allow me anyways. Furthermore, they've also confirmed the name attached to the payouts are Richard Piper as shown on the voided check. Again, all stuff that doesn't really surprise me because I'm not stupid. I can figure out how to do these things, fill out stuff. Lastly, I've done a comprehensive review of the campaign on the platform with Canadian-based accounts receiving funds in US dollars specifically to Scotiabank. I was not able to identify a similar payout failures such as those experienced by your campaign. The payout will be reattempted later this evening, Pacific Standard Time. I do want to note that the error codes we've seen for the past failures are generated by the receiving bank and not the sender. Therefore, we're unable to pinpoint why exactly the bank is not able to accept the payouts we've attempted to send you. So, I contacted my bank at that point, and well, they obviously, because it's rejected, they actually technically have no record of it going, even being tried to be put into the account from what I can get, or what they could get. But, you know, with telling them the ACH code, you know, they said, basically, with that trying to go into their, putting the money in from their system, from an outside of Canada, you need a SWIFT code, which was on these forms that I didn't fill out that George got, that I've been telling him for the past month that I need it, which in a lot of ways I didn't. even acknowledge with him. Um, so I emailed him back and I said, or messaged him back, hey Jason, oh, that's his name. I was talking with my bank, and because I was not given the right form to fill out, I was unable to fill out the SWIFT code, which the bank needs to accept this type of transfer coming internationally. So here it is, the code. Hopefully you can attach that to the payment you are trying to send this week. If not this week, next week. And I was hoping he'd get back to me with some sort of acknowledgement today about this, and he never. So hopefully Monday. So I think things are going to be all right, especially if, they acknowledge that whole SWIFT code thing. Sorry for the long explanation. But there is an update, and as soon as I get the money in my account, I will let everybody know the money is in my account and that I'm ordered stuff or whatever I've ordered. Rick, I don't know what to do with my time anymore. Entertain me. Did you hear any of my explanation to Flit in the last, couple minutes? I just want to read the Canadian Shield so I can find out why the Shield is praying. Oh, that is good. Oh, okay. Well, I think you get it. Most likely, within the next couple weeks, I should be getting my money as long as these guys listen to what's been said. And it's like, I've been telling everybody the last few weeks, I didn't get the right form to fill out. I didn't get to fill out enough information. But nobody believed me. And hello there, Mother. Hello, Mother. Hello, Father. Here you are at Camp Granada. Or nobody, especially, on their end, wanted to acknowledge this other form. Blame Canada. I hate to tell you, Fly Fox, these guys are American, I think. Since, their headquarters is over in San Francisco. Rick, do you think we're living in a simulation like The Matrix? Sort of, maybe. Probably Newfoundland. Okay, I don't know what you mean by that. Would I care to elaborate? Well, compared to what the new Jerusalem will be like, or the new world that God brings down, well, the new Jerusalem, compared to in Scripture, in Revelation, it says in the end, God's going to create a new heavens, new earth, and the new Jerusalem was going to come down from the new heaven. So compared to that, this is all assimilation. Simulation. This is a simulation for eternity. Although this is really a junkyard compared to Mrs. Rich Mom. Thank you for letting Rick read comics as a kid so he can make us comics. Well, there's one of the pages. Can I find it easy enough? Probably not. No, my luck. Uh, doo -doo -doo -doo. Comics. Cross comics. Comics. Uh, you can't say that for another hour and 37 minutes. What are your thoughts on CERN's trying to open a portal to hell? Nope. Nope. This is, as you can see, this here, and I show whether you can read it, is going to be on the inside cover. I was going to put an image behind it, but I think it'll look good just like this. Hello, Cannonball Repair. How are you? This is comic book is dedicated to all my family and friends that have tolerated my comic book obsession over the years. Now, I'd like to thank my Lord Jesus Christ for keeping me along the way and never allowing me to give up on the stream. And I'd like to thank my mom, who more than anyone, more than anyone, Canada Day was good. Anyone had to put up with this dream of one day getting this all together. For all those now reading in a short time across comics, short time to come across comics will be bringing even more great books and stories, and with the help of the Lord Almighty, be a household name. I should maybe add in a thank you to everybody that can. I think I might add just a little touch more. I think I might say thank you to also to all the people that contributed to the making of the book and bought the book on Indiegogo. I think I might add that because that was written before I had my Indiegogo page or my Indiegogo. Fly Fox says he has to work tomorrow, but he'll try and enjoy the day regardless. You got one of those jobs that means you have to go to work on the 4th of July. Sorry to hear that. I guess somebody has to work at McDonald's. No, I'm just joking. I worked at Burger King today. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna have to do a bunch of work to see all this stuff. So I don't know what else. Anybody got out there who's watching? Got any questions, comments? Hey Rick, in a couple weeks I'm going to be starting a book study for my Sunday streams. Going to be going through the attributes of God, Pink. I'd love to have you join. Sure, okay, I'm just not sure what attributes of God, Pink. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Just let me know what time. Because you let me know what day, Sunday. I didn't even realize you had a Sunday stream. It should say by Pink. Okay, who's Pink? Pink. A man named A.W. Pink. Okay, I've never heard of him. Let me see. Oh, you said Sunday. You said a couple weeks. You didn't say exactly which Sunday. But yeah, just DM me on Twitter. A.W. Pink. Yeah, I'll be doing a video about it and posting it when it's closer to time when I can start. I won't be working weekends anymore, so I'll be able to stream on Sundays again. Ah, cool. Okay, Arthur Washington Pink, from the 1st of April, born 1st of April, 1886 to died July 15, 1952. 1952 was the year my mom was born. Was an English Bible teacher who sparked a renewed interest in the exposition of Calvinism or Reformed theology. Little known in his time, Pink became one of the most influential evangelistic authors in the second half of the 20th century. Interesting. Arthur was born in Nottingham, England. The Sheriff of Nottingham! To a corn merchant and devout nonconformist of uncertain domination through a probably Congregationalist. Otherwise, almost nothing is known of Pink's childhood or education except that he had some ability in training in music. As a young man, Pink joined the Theosophical I hate big words. Society, and apparently rose to enough prominence within the ranks that the Anti-Bastion, its head, offered him its leadership role. In 1908, he renounced theosophy for evangelical Christianity. There's more here too. Interesting. Sorry to go off topic, as you might say, for doing this. I just didn't know who it was, so I wanted to find out. Not that it matters. Lots of authors I read, I don't know who they are. But yeah, it should be interesting. Yeah, and by how's the Toxico 3D model coming along? Um, it slowed down. I got to hopefully over the weekend, since I'm not going to be doing any streaming. I'm going to shut all non-essential programs down after I do my verse of the day tomorrow morning, and I got to lower the polygon things, and that's going to be a pain in the buttocks because I've got way too much information according to George Gatsis, because it keeps crashing on me. So hopefully I'll be able to be patient and just get things done so I can get the polygon ratio down so it can come along, because I've got the basic body, I've got both arms, but the hand I'm having trouble with. I got the fingers more for one hand, but I got to get the palm and where it attaches to the rest of the arm, and then start putting the other pieces on. And hello, Metal. So hopefully that answers that question. But going through now, but Five Lifehawks, if you hear, do you mean actually on the panel for talking about it, or just in the thing in the chat? Because no problem for either one. Do do do. I didn't. Oh, you were saying, okay, you said in a couple weeks I'm going to be starting a book study for my Sunday streams, going through the attributes of God. Would love to have you join in. Do you mean on the panel itself, like, you give me a link to, I don't know, StreamYards or whatever you're going to use to stream, or just in like what you're doing right now in the chat? The panel is the people that are actually on the, well, to me, the panel is the people that you converse with. You actually hear their voice and all that. Compared to, I don't hear. Um, you know, your voice right now, or Metals or Flits or whatever. Well, the plan was to read the chapter each week, and then we can all talk in the chat. I don't have panels on my show usually. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, that's what I was asking. I wasn't sure. So, you have to tell me which book so I can get it, or try and get it. Or did you say going through God, the attributes of God? Is the book called Attributes of God? So inviting him to watch the show and discuss in the chat. Yeah. Oh, you can find it free online, so one of the reasons you chose it. Cool. Where's your book? Hopefully, I'm going to be getting the money in the next 2 weeks. The payment specialist contacted me yesterday, John. Actually, maybe for all those that are here that haven't heard, I'll go through it again quickly. Yeah, the payment specialist contacted me yesterday. And this is what he said. Because I was looking for an update, and he said, I forwarded the voided check to the support team with our payment processor. Stripe, they confirm the correct amount of details have been uploaded. Furthermore, they also confirm the name attached on the check. Payouts are Richard Piper as shown on the voided check. Lastly, I've done a comprehensive review of campaigns on the platform with Canadian-based accounts receiving funds in U.S. dollars, specifically the Scotiabank. I was not able to identify similar payout failures as those experienced by your campaign. The payout will be reattempted later this evening, so they've already... Hey, Booster! So they've already put it out. They're trying to put it in my bank. And he says, I do want to note that the error codes we've seen for the past failures are generated by the receiving bank and not the sender. Therefore, we're unable to pinpoint exactly why the bank is not able to accept the payouts we've attempted to send you. So, I contacted my bank, and finally figured out, because they don't have they need something called a SWIFT code to accept the ACH payments from an internationally, which this SWIFT information code would have been filled out on the forms that I said I've needed for the past 3 or 4 weeks, which is what I found out from the bank, that they needed the SWIFT code. So I contacted him and said, hey, I was just talking with my bank, and because I was not given the right form to fill out, I was unable to fill out the SWIFT code, which the bank needs to accept this type of transfer coming internationally. So here it is. I gave the code. Hopefully you can attach that to the payment you are trying to send this week, if not this week, next week. And I haven't heard from him. And hello, Booster Rick. Can I interest you in a booster variant on White Lily issue 5? Well, if I actually had money to spend, maybe. Booster. My problem is I have no money to spend. So yeah, there's the latest update on for Indiegogo. If I hear from them again, specifically Jason, about the Swift code, especially whether they're getting it in time for this week's thing. And unfortunately, because of such lateness, I wanted to send things down to John, the buckler down to John to get signed by him, but I don't think I'm going to, just so I can get everything out quickly. As soon as I get the money, hopefully John can send off the pieces of artwork to me, and I will reimburse him that money. And as soon as they come in, I will do a special stream for those people to see who gets a piece of artwork by John from the Buckler. And hopefully by that time everything has come in. Absolutely outrageous. All the original artwork was sent off yesterday. To me, because we were going to do the whole thing about you only one time. Yeah, well, if I got to pay you that much, I don't think anybody's getting their book, John. And I'd like to see a receipt for that. All of the Dillard's hard work is doing something. Hey, I need the receipt for tax purposes, you know. I need a copy of the receipt for tax purposes. You know, I can write all this stuff off, you know. Hey man, well, it's not so much about that. It's more about the fact that any write-off I can get, the better. That's a write-off. That's a business expense. Why is his pinky finger the largest? Because I did his hit. Well, because that's his thumb. Or you mean that? Yeah, that is a bit large. I was. Well, you could lie about your write-off, so it still applies. True. At least Rick draws hands. I usually put all costs. I guess I was just going with the fact that they were further away, so they might look a little smaller. But I guess, yeah, they're not that far away. Well, I don't look at it as a step. I looked at it as, we need stuff like the police paid for, fire departments. We need the roads kept up. That sort of stuff isn't free. And forget the materials, the wages, especially with, all the greed with wages. If we don't want, decent roads, we don't want the things that our society has, like I said, roads, police, all that, yeah, then, get rid of taxation. Our military, and I know there's some people out there, yeah, that want to defund the police. Okay, well, do you want to defund the fire department? Typical Canadian. Hey, you guys have stuff like that, so, police and that. We wouldn't. We also need to keep those pesky fetuses from having life. Well, there are some things I would say that the government shouldn't be putting our taxes into. That is obviously one of them, John. And Metal says we wouldn't need taxes if more people would voluntarily donate things to that important. True. But everybody's greedy. Well, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people are greedy. And a lot of people, unfortunately, just think about themselves. And that, unfortunately, is a lot of human nature, I would say. Dillett says, I will volunteer my time in coat hangers. Imperialism is the only way. You've been put on notice, kid. And a lot of things that are taxed could be ran better by private industry. Possibly, yeah. All hail the Imperium. And I am no way by saying we need, anything like Germany once was and China is. But taxes are there for a reason. We complain about all the potholes in the road, or people do. Yet there'd be a lot more potholes if they weren't doing anything to the roads. We're coming for your moose. And that sad meat you call bacon. Oh, you mean female bacon? Which is the best bacon there was ever made? Yes, I agree. The patriarchy has become weak. It must be strengthened again. Says Metal. If women just had a fair chance of running things filling any hole would be illegal. Oh, I don't trust Trudeau. I don't like Trudeau. Trudeau's a moron. Trudeau had a brain, he'd be dangerous. Oh, one sec, he's dangerous even without a brain. Maybe if he actually had a brain, he would be dangerous. Probably because people can't work fast enough, or they're not told about them. They can't fill a pothole that they don't know about. No, see, the only reason he got away with it is because he's part of the left. Lefties can get away with it. Or a lot of them can. It's the right that can't get away with stuff. Because, somebody on the right did the exact same thing and apologized. No. Apology not accepted. But if you're on the left and you apologize, 9 times out of 10, oh yeah, oh, did you do that? I don't remember that. Sorry. We just overlook it. But even the right in Canada are lefties. No, we're not. Flit. Until it says, Rick, I like your simple view of the world. Thanks, I think. I didn't. Hey, Lorenzo. I didn't vote for Trudeau. You couldn't pay me You couldn't pay me $10 million to vote for him. There's no amount of money that you could pay me to actually vote for him. On average, at least, the Canadian is as much. But Canadian Centre is further to the left than the. I don't know about that. I think it's more some of our policies or whatever don't allow our right people to do the same things. Rick, do you believe that only service should guarantee citizenship? What do you mean by service? Like doing the military? Going into the military? Or because then I'd say no. I'm not sure what you mean by service for sure. All humans. Oh, yeah, I know you're talking in generalities, Metal. But, I'm not sure. You said you've heard of Rebel News, and there's another one called True North. They seem about the same right as, anybody on Fox News. Or the people. And those people are, well, some people say they're alt-right, but, let's not go there. Because most of those people don't know what alt-right actually is. It's just a term they throw around. Lorenzo's all humans look alike. And again, I was speaking in generalities when I said Fox News, How are you tonight, Lorenzo? I never asked yet. Yeah, but Fox News is further left than most of the right here. I mean, they're still approved media. They are the closest things to moderate we have on TV. Flit says Fox News isn't right wing, except for Tucker. They're full on establishment. What do you mean? They're the status quo like CNN or what, Flit? And again, I was just using, Fox News because it's probably the thing I've seen the most. But I'd say Crowder or Ben. Oh, I've watched Crowder, Ben Shapiro, Mark Dice, probably a few others. Although I know Crowder's supposed to, somewhat bikini. Politics. Yeah, but Tucker's not towing the establishment line. Okay, what do you mean by establishment line, Flit? Just so you know. I know exactly what you mean. By establishment, I mean uniparty, i.e. mainstream Republicans and mainstream Democrats. Yeah, Tucker is actually moderate with his own views. The rest are given approved views. So, Tucker's not towing the Republican line. He's going further right than the Republican line. Is that what you're saying, Flit? They're everybody else on there is towing what would be the Republican line. Lorenzo says Crowder's show was funnier when not Gage here. Basically, establishment Republicans and are the same party. That is, they have the same goals. They and their party. They just and they just want their party to control the outcomes. I would disagree with that, you know, the establishment they're just the same. Yeah, but Tucker is more populist, less establishment than most other Fox News commentators. I know there's a few others on there that, you know, I've seen just as, I'd say, the same as Tucker there. At least they seem no different to me than Tucker. Well, not that I watch everything. There's a woman on there. Well, I'm not sure what her name is offhand. No, the establishment in both parties here are the same. Well, as in they both want power, yeah, but they seem to want different things. At least to what I can tell. What are you on about? Political stuff. What the establishment is. For both parties. Okay. Tucker Carlson is a classic liberal from back when liberal meant one supported liberty. I think he might be considered a paleo conservative. The only difference between is that the establishment on the left is craving into the fringes while the right has the sense to throw them aside. The fringes aside, you mean? I'm getting confused. The Democratic establishment is collapsing because they've buddied up to communists. Thus, their establishment has become different. They've changed what their establishment is. They've created a new establishment for them. And the establishment right is collapsing to them as well. Well, some of it possibly, but I don't see personally, or at least they're not standing in the way. I'd say they're not standing in the way. That's the problem. They're not standing up for what they supposedly believe. You know, except for somebody like, you know, Trump. And I hope we're not scared any way away by this discussion. More like they've created a schism. Most people in the party still don't agree with him, but they have used the commie for so long they gave them too much power. Everyone is too scared to being canceled to say anything that goes against the mainstream narrative. That's why I'm moving to Portland or on a mobile oil rig. Let me just buy my own darn island and start my own country. In international waters. Yeah, buy my own island in international waters. Let's call it Ricktopia or Hyperland. Well, I was thinking Christopia. Flip, I hope you know that I will morally be obligated to seize your oil rig once the Imperium is in full force. I apologize in advance. Same with your island rig. Oh, don't worry. We'll make sure the island is fortified so it's hard to break in. Although I don't know how I'm going to get a military. You're assuming my oil rig wouldn't voluntarily join the Imperium medal. I prefer peaceful acquisitions. And I prefer money. I'm sure we can work something out. Hey, just as long as he protects the oil rig you're on from invaders, right? Flit? That's all you care about, and allow you to live your life peacefully without any interference? Then Flintopia is happy to join the Imperium. Okay, Fly Fox, thanks for stopping by. And have a great poutine. And maple syrup. I just hope you get a good poutine, a real protein. Well, since in the Imperium there will no longer be such a thing as a foreign land. Anyone who attacks the rig would be a domestic terrorist. That's a high crime. Oh, so you've taken over the world, eh, Mel, in this Imperium? Wouldn't just the fact that he set up the oil rig as a separate entity mean that there are other, or could be other entities, or other lands? Manifest destiny. Yeah, have a good 4th of July, Fly Fox. So let me, if you're still here, Fly Fox, DM me when you're starting that up. I'll try and get it ASAP, that book. The hardest part of making pizza from scratch is the crust. I still haven't been able to perfect it yet, says Flit. Well, sorry to hear about that. Uh, which part is getting you about it? Too doughy, too stiff, not edging properly? The metal to, I believe, fit. Consistency mostly, says Flito. Okay, so there we go. That. Let's see what percentage Bat Black is at for her. 59%. Okay, why? Okay, that's why it's got some gray back to it. Rick, are you thin crust or deep dish kind of guy? Medium? I don't like my crust too thin, but I don't like it too thick either. So I guess you'd say, before they really got into this thin crust, deep, thick crust, all this different type of crust. You pizza centralists disgust me. I'm a Brooklyn stylist purist, but I suspend it for the nice traditional Napoli style pie. I want a nice pizza pie. Everybody, hello, what are they doing? In Colorado, they have what they call mountain crust. Crust must be 4 inches or taller to qualify. Wow. That is crazy, man. Crazy. Outer crust, I mean, not the whole thing. Yeah, that's what I figured what you meant. I like a thin, I like a thick outer rim, but my inner crust needs to be reasonably thin. If the inner pie crust passes a quarter-inch, I'm be skeptical about this pie. It's my pizza pie. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Do they even have pizza in Canada? Yes, they do. They got lots. Hey, where do you think Hawaiian pizza was invented? Not Hawaii, Canada. I know, that's just strange. Although I don't know why I'm bragging about that. I'm not a fan of Hawaiian pizza. I think pineapple on pizza is crazy. You'd hope so. The country touches both northern New York, and I believe you can sail there from Chicago. I hope they have good food in Poland. I mean, kebab is okay, but I don't want to eat that every day. Pierogies. Oh, and goulash. Goulash is disgusting. But pierogies is okay. I could probably eat that every day. Might depend on what's in the pierogies, you know? The pierogies can be stuffed with various different things. You've never had proper goulash. How do you know he's never had proper goulash? Because you think if he had proper goulash, he would have liked it? There's assortment of stews and partridge, porridge. Even the name sounds disgusting. There's also my parents' favorite dish, cabbage rolls. I like cabbage rolls just without the cabbage. I like the stuffing. My mom's made cabbage rolls several times. She makes great cabbage rolls. I just take this cabbage off and eat the stuffing. So rather, I don't know, maybe, but it's not the same to me. It's not the same as meatloaf as because I think, Mom, do you put rice in yours or not? Your cabbage rolls. What do you put in your cabbage rolls? What do you make? How do you make your stuffing? What about the runzas? Are they authentic Polish or is that just Nebraska's Polish thing? Ketchup is degenerate. Well, I like ketchup, but I do like mustard more. Man, it's dawning on me how much Slavic food I how much Slavic food I ate growing up. Says Zomato. No, runzas are originally from the U.S. Hey, the great thing is you can go to Poland, and I'm sure you can find places that serve American food over there. I'm sure some American foods have made their way there. Like a beef and cabbage hot pocket. Yeah, they're good. Just one of those, we like your heritage, so let's make it better. Things the U.S. does, like hot dogs, hamburgers, modern pizza. Now I'm fully integrated when I moved there. Yeah, well, it doesn't fully integrated doesn't mean you can't. I'm sure native Poland people eat American food there. You know, they do have McDonald's. I'm pretty sure. McDonald's is just like a staple anywhere you go in the world. That's what my mom puts in her cabbage rolls. Oh yeah, I've heard people rave about brochette, but I've never tried it. They traditionally serve my favorite potato pancakes. Oh, I've had potato pancakes. They're good. So there is Black Bat. So we will put here another layer. Go down here, and we'll put them on the same. I'd like to know what the size of this is. Oh, that's easy, I think. It doesn't say. How big is one of these? So we'll say 7,000 wide by 9. $5? Yeah. Okay, so let's see, black. We don't need that. Okay, we'll take out that and that. Merge visible layers. Control Z. Okay, so I might go a couple minutes longer here just to get this in properly. Because I want to do. You guys are talking to yourselves, that's good. That's the only reason I'm not reading your comments, because you guys are talking in amongst yourselves. I don't think you need me reading your comments out loud to one another. You got something against... No. I don't even know what it is. How can I have something against something I don't know what it is? Um, want to turn this. Come on. I just want to... This is not gonna... Okay. There we go. There we go. What do you guys think of that? It's just saving right now, so. Writing to file. Took the two individual ones, put them together. Yeah, I like, so I have like them individually on the subway and then I have them together on the subway. So we have there. And there. And then there. Okay, so thanks everybody for tuning in. To all my Americans friends out there listening, happy 4th of July. I know it's just after midnight my time, but maybe it's not after midnight your time yet, but happy 4th of July for anybody listening. And we will see you Monday. So bye for now. God bless. Have a great and wonderful weekend, 4th of July weekend. Don't celebrate too hard. We'll catch you all later. Bye for now.